Okay. Hi, everybody. How are you? Hope everything's going well. Tonight, we're going to be doing a reading for the Divine Collected. I seriously can't talk. Did I just say collected? Let's start over. Tonight, we're going to be doing a reading for the Divine Collective soulmates. It's going to be a soulmate reading. Maybe I'll just kind of, if it pops up to be a twin flame, then so be it. But we're going to keep it open and just kind of see what happens in this reading and see what's going to show up for you guys. See if I can get this a little bit more perfect. Okay. Well, I tried. All right. So we're going to do the Divine Feminine on top and the Divine Masculine on bottom and just see what's happening. Hi, everybody. Oh, look at you guys. Hi. Thank you for the $2.99. Christina, thank you so much. Hi. Hi, Ashley. Some new faces in here. Hi, girl. Hi, everybody. Hi, markers. You guys look great. Good to see you. Love all your thumbnails. All right. So if you guys are Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine, that's wonderful. And just keep that in mind that you can be any sex in that energy. It doesn't matter what you are anatomically. Okay. There's some very straight heterosexual males that tend to resonate with the feminine energy. It just happens that way. They're more in tune spiritually and emotionally. Okay. And there are some very straight up and down, completely heterosexual, very feminine females that tend to resonate in masculine readings. I know I myself, I am a Divine Feminine. I usually 9 times out of 10 will resonate with a feminine reading, but depending on my situation in life and what I'm doing, there are times where I've taken on a masculine reading because I just happen to be in a more dominant masculine energy. So it really just depends on what you're feeling and what's going on in your life, okay? You can be a male or female in that energy. It doesn't really matter, okay? So just keep that open, and do keep in mind that it does kind of flip-flop. So, if 9 months out of the year you're feminine, but then sometimes you're masculine, that's okay. It's all right. Don't think that you have to be labeled one or the other. Readings are very fluid. Emotions and spirituality is very fluid. So it just flows. It flows wherever it needs to go. Okay. Let me go ahead and cleanse these cards. Get this energy new. You guys are awesome. Look how friendly and wonderful you guys are. Thank you all for being here. Okay. Spirit, please bless and cleanse these cards. Give me a new reading for the Divine Masculine and Feminine energies. Let the energy and spirit of fire purify and cleanse these cards. I love to use fire for my cards, guys. Spirit, please use these fire energies to cleanse and clear the old energy of these cards and give me new current energy for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energies. I now cleanse and purify these cards. Ooh, you want to know what's so weird? Just as I was cleansing those cards, my right ear went totally deaf and then started ringing. My right ear. So the spirits are definitely here. Spirits, please cleanse and purify these cards on my desk. Cleanse them, give them new energy for this reading today. Bless them, cleanse them, help me get a new and accurate reading for the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminines. Show me the energy that we need to see tonight. Reveal to me the new energy that you see coming up. And I kind of want to see the energy for at least like the next 3 months. Okay, I kind of want to get a good look at what's going to be happening. Spirit, please give me a good look over the next couple months. Okay, show me the next 3 months. What's going to be happening for these guys? What's going to be happening? What's happening in their lives? What's going to be happening soon? What changes are happening? What is being fermented? All right. Okay, That should be good. Okay. I feel good about it. Okay. Okay. Spirit, please show me the energy for the Divine Feminine. Show me the energy for the Divine Feminine group. Show me what needs to be seen for the Divine Feminines. What needs to be seen? What have they been going through and what's going to be upcoming for the Divine Feminines? What have they been going through and what's going to be upcoming for the Divine Feminines? Show me the Divine Feminine Collective. Okay. All right. Show me the Divine Feminine energy. This might take a second, guys, so if you're a little bit antsy, just hang out there with me. We're getting through it. Takes a little bit of time. Spirit, please show me the Divine Feminine energy. If you guys hear any wildness going on, it's it's my brother and sister-in-law downstairs, so don't worry. Everything's happy. They're having a really good time. They're playing, I think, Grand Theft Auto. It's really fun. I've actually never played that game, but they showed me some of it, and I was like, oh, that looks fun. So they're having a good time down there. Okay. All right. Show me the Divine Feminine energy, please, Spirit. Show me the Divine Feminine energy. Okay. Show me the Divine Feminine energy, please. Show me the Divine Feminine energy. Show me the current. Okay. Friendship popped up. I wanted to pull it, but I'm not. But I just wanted to show you. This came up yesterday in the fire reading. So, you know, maybe that means something for you. But the friendship card really means that the Divine Feminines are definitely getting back in touch with old friends, making new friends, being a better friend, and establishing better relationships with their friends and family members even. You know, so kids, mom, dad, brothers, sisters, cousins, grandparents, however that works for you. It's kind of reestablishing and rekindling a friendship. So I do feel that is happening for you guys. There. Okay. All right, so that's the Divine Feminine energy. Let's get one map oracle. Show me the Divine Feminine energy, please. Spirit, guide me to the Divine Feminine energy. Show me what's upcoming for the Divine Feminine energy. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's get the masculine down. Divine Masculine, what's going on with the Divine Masculine right now? Show me the Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine Collective. Divine Masculine Collective. Divine Masculine Collective, what's going on and what will be happening for the Divine Masculine Collective, please? Divine Masculine. Show me the energy. Whoops. Okay. Show me the Divine Masculine's feelings. Show me the Divine Masculine's feelings right now. What are the Divine Masculine's feelings? Reveal to me these energies. Okay. Show me what's upcoming and what's going on with this Divine Masculine. Show me the Divine Masculine energy. Show me the Divine Masculine energy. Okay. Spirit, please show me and reveal to me the Divine Masculine energy. Show me what's going to be upcoming. Okay. All right. Look at that. Friendship is on the bottom again. Both of you guys are mirroring, making friends and getting reconnected with friends. I'm feeling a lot of old friends that you haven't been in connection with a long time. You're getting your life together and you're getting back in connection with long-term friends, deep friendships, and just mending some bridges, honestly. I think a lot of you guys, masculine and feminine, are heavy in that energy of mending bridges. Show me the Divine Masculine energy. Well, he got 2. So he's just going to go ahead and get 2. And by he, it could be a she. I'm just saying he for the DM. We got 2 over there, and that's what it is. So no going around that one. Okay, show me the Divine Masculine energy, current path. What is happening currently with the Divine Masculine? Show me the Divine Masculine energy, collective group. Show me this Divine Masculine collective group. Is this it? Okay. All right. Are we ready? All right, we're almost done. Hang in there, guys. What would the Divine Masculine tell the Divine Feminine? What does the Divine Masculine want to tell the Divine Feminine? What does the Divine Masculine want to tell the Divine Feminine? What are the words you want to say? What are some of the words you want to tell this Divine Feminine? What's going on in your mind? What are the secrets, Spirit? Show me. Open up the Divine Masculine energy. Show me what's going on. What needs to be said. Okay. All right. I gotta get your Divine Feminine one. Let me grab it. Oh, shoot. It's not in this room. I'm gonna have to use a different one. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. Show me the Divine Feminine, please. Show me the Divine Feminine. What needs to be said? What does the Divine Feminine need to know? Open up and show me the Divine Feminine. Show me the Divine Feminine. Okay. All right. We are ready now. We are done shuffling. I know that took a few minutes, but it is what it is. Okay. We're going to go ahead and start with the Divine Feminine energy, okay? Let's start with you guys. The first card you have is balance spirituality, and practicality. And this is the full moon in Pisces. Okay. So you're trying really hard to balance your spiritual life and your physical work life and family life. That makes sense. Right now, you're just trying to get some kind of harmony. It seems like you've been going through a very intense psychic awakening. You might have some symptoms of just being more aware, more alert. There might be some phenomenons going on in the house, lights showing up, blue lights possibly, shadows here and there, cold spots, voices, things like that. You might be just more intuitive, sensing more things around you. You might be more in tune with people's feelings and thoughts. Your psychic abilities are really picking up. One of the symptoms you may be experiencing is extreme fatigue, feeling very tired, very worn down. Some of you guys may also be recovering from an illness. That could be something you're going through. Going to doctor's offices may be something you're also going through. With this full moon in Pisces, it is doctors, hospitals, courthouses, things like that. You may be visiting these institutions within the next couple months pretty heavily, maybe frequently, okay? But you might be really getting into that right now at this time, okay? Let's go ahead and see what else is going on. Three of Wands in reverse. The Emperor. It's the Divine Masculine right there. Five of Pentacles. Dark Night of the Soul. Eight of Wands in reverse. Six of Swords. The next card you have is I am an embodiment of love. Okay, so you're being very forgiving, very loving, very kind. You also have I'm healing past life trauma. So just healing a lot of your past wounds of childhood, of love, of life, of all of the above, right? Just healing from all that pain. You also have Amali, she who questions, curiosity, destiny, search, trying to figure out your life, trying to figure out what's going to be your path. You have a lot of questions. You're looking for a lot of answers right now. You're very curious as far as maybe researching, wondering what's going on. Mostly you just have a lot of questions. The other cards you have, see if we can make some room. You have toxic energy here. Okay, so you might be picking up smoking or dealing with a very bad smoking habit. You might want to pick up smoking based on your stress. Sounds like, or you're just trying to quit, or you're smoking more than usual, one or the other. You also have the energy of now with a little smartwatch. Dealing with toxic energy right now, dealing with a lot of negativities. Very busy and preoccupied with that. The next energy you have is doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. So right now the Divine Feminines have a lot of questions. Okay. The next card you have is the karmic is fake. He or she is very upset. Now I kind of take this as maybe the karmic is upset, but I mostly feel you're upset. You're upset because there might be a third-party situation here, and you really want this person to know that the karmic is fake. In other words, the karmic is not a genuine, real, loving person. The karmic is not there for love. The karmic is not there with good intentions. The karmic is in your lover's life with bad intentions, and you really want to let this person know this kind of information. So far, what I'm seeing is just a lot of what the hell is going on, a lot of confusion, mostly just curiosity and questions about what's going on with your Divine Masculine. Let's go ahead and reveal the path. We have making a choice, and it wasn't in reverse. I actually put it like this, and then I twisted it, so it wasn't in reverse, but that was me. So it is direct, it is upright, okay? Making a choice. So this is torn between two worlds, a tug of war. This is a brand new spiritual new beginning, and this is a very earthbound kind of karmic energy. Right now you're trying to get away all right? You've gone really deep down the rabbit hole, for sure, in your searching of who you are and what's going on. But a lot of this really talks about the divine feminine wants the masculine to make a choice between the karmic and the divine feminine. So overall, what I'm seeing for you right now is you're not waiting on this divine masculine anymore, okay? You've been waiting a very long time for your masculine to come home to you. You have been abandoned for whoever I'm reading for. You've been trying to communicate with your divine masculine, but this masculine's not communicating back to you, okay? This person is refusing to talk to you, refusing to see you, and refusing to move forward with you in this connection. I see what you're being forced to do is just painfully move on from this divine masculine right now. You're trying to be understanding and patient. You're trying to forgive this divine masculine for hurting you and abandoning you the way that he or she has, all right? Your destiny is calling you right now, and you know that whatever's going on with you and this person, there's a lot of dark toxicity between you guys. Maybe it's, bad connections as far as the way you guys treat each other, the way you guys talk to each other, the disrespect, the control of the situation. I feel like you're trying so hard to fix what's been broken, and it's going nowhere. And so it doesn't matter how strong you are, how certain you are, how put together, how you've been actually taking on the role of a divine masculine. We have somebody here that you're loving and dealing with that is, in essence, refusing you, rejecting you, and abandoning you, and leaving you out in the cold while he is choosing another person. Because this is about a choice. Okay? So here you are left, is what it feels like. And you really want some changes to happen. You want this person to wake up and realize that who they left you for is fake. And you're extremely hurt by all of this. You're very much in the energy of doubt, not knowing what to think, what to do about your connection with this person. You feel like this is a divinely orchestrated love. It's a very deep, very stable relationship. Why don't they see it this way? Why doesn't your divine masculine see it in this light? And there's just so much frustration. With the Emperor, it's definitely a fire energy. It's Aries energy. Okay? He sits on a throne. His authority seems to just glow. He is raw power. Okay? Raw, strong power. Like a volcano or an earthquake. Okay? He needs no external weapons or energy to help him keep control. It's all within. Okay? This is about following structure, making a plan and sticking to it, using time wisely. Okay? This is about once the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, it's time for fun and enjoyment. But for now, it's about getting the responsibilities taken care of, putting in the effort, being responsible, being merciful, being kind, and being strong. This is about getting realistic results, harnessing the reality in this world. So I feel like it's very certain. This abandonment is just extremely certain, and there's like no budging it. I feel like you've tried and you've tried to expect and get different results and change the scenario, but it's so like carved in stone. It's so embedded. It's like destiny. What else can you do? How can you fix something that is destined to be stuck right now? With the Three of Wands in reverse, I feel the disappointment that you must be having. You really put your energy into it. You tried very, very hard. You tried manifesting. You tried being magical. You tried words of affirmations. You tried vision boards. You tried everything you could possibly try to get this relationship back to where it was good and fixed and healthy. But all you keep ending up with is empty-handed. And as you're crying out for help to the universe, saying, please help me, you feel these prayers are not going answered with the Eight of Wands in reverse. So sadly, Six of Swords, you're moving on. Watch these cords.
I think I remember something.
What?
Do you know my other candies?
Watch the cords.
My other candies I got with my actually kind of hanging pack, whatever that was by the fireplace.
Uh-huh.
You know my other candies I have?
Sorry, guys.
Well, do you know my other candies all when I got them on Christmas?
Yes, they're on the back of the couch.
How can I pull it over?
They're right there on the top of the couch, right there.
Okay.
Close the door. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, so you're very painfully, very sadly, very hurt, being forced to move on. What is sad for some people, what I'm seeing for some people that makes this relationship extremely difficult is with the Emperor and the Five of Pentacles, there could be an abandonment of fatherhood. Okay, there's some kind of father that abandoned children. Okay, so there is this big lack of responsibility, not taking care of your responsibilities. The Emperor is looking down at the Five of Pentacles, and he has the power and the authority to make this right. He has the power and authority to fix and correct and heal the situation. But the next action that's taking place is the Eight of Wands in reverse, which is no movement forward, no actions being taken. I do think you guys are moving into a resolution. I do think that you will be moving into calmer waters. Daniel! Can you please get Matthew's candy from his stocking? Come here. I'm not yelling with people on the camera. It's too loud for them. Stop it. There's cords. Please go to the couch and get his Christmas stocking with candy. He said he can't see it or find it, and it's on top of the couch. Thank you. Go on, Matthew. Okay. Sorry, guys. Anyways, like I was saying, I do think children are involved for a lot of you. Okay, I'm sure some of you it's not gonna resonate like that, but for a lot of you guys watching me, I bet I'm gonna get a lot of thumbs up that is definitely part of the scenario. There is a lack of responsibility on a father's part. Maybe that's their childhood. Maybe it's them being the father. Okay, maybe there's a father in some aspect which is affecting you guys like this, but that is definitely an energy, okay? And it's going to affect somebody in the past or currently, however this affects you. I feel like with the Six of Swords, though, you are honestly moving on and healing. You're going to move on from this. I'm going to get more into what's going on in your masculine's life. But right now, what's going on in your life, Divine Feminine, is you're very hurt and you're very upset. The odd thing that I don't see in your feminine reading is cups. Quiet! And what I normally like to see with cups is your emotions, your heartfelt energy. And I'm not feeling and seeing any of that. Excuse me. I'm going to read more into that with the full moon in Pisces. But the feelings and the emotions are kind of gone. I think that you're kind of taking this reality. It's like a reality check, and you're taking emotions out of it. Excuse me. You're moving on from these emotions. It says here, have you, Divine Feminine, been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality? If so, this card is a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. The more practical steps you take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question. The solutions to your issue may now come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. Meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come. The additional meanings of this card for the Divine Feminine is you're in a super romantic but not super realistic state. Follow your intuition. It won't let you down. At worst, this card can herald the end of a dream. The person you're inquiring about is a soulmate. Avoid substance abuse. The teaching of this card, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So the full moon in Pisces symbolically marks endings. When the moon is in full moon in Pisces, or whenever you pull this card, it's a time to dive deep into your emotions. Practicality is at odds with numerous Piscean energies that have no borders. So feel your way now. Psychic ability is heightened when the full moon is in Pisces, and soulmates now can connect spiritually. It's also a time to send out your dreams to the universe, releasing your fears. So that makes a little bit more sense. For the Divine Feminine, there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of pain, and there's disappointment, and there's doubt. I think you feel, honestly, that your head was up in the clouds. I think that you were not harnessed into a reality. I think you were dreaming up this relationship, putting it on a pedestal and trying to create it as something that it's not. And I think you were selling yourself a dream, and you were trying to believe that you could harness that into this reality. But the reality of the situation is this connection between you and your soulmate, and it is confirmed with this card that the person you're into is a soulmate. But right now, they're probably caught up in some other situation, and you're being forced out with this Six of Swords. Very sadly, and there is a child involved here in this picture, whether it's their biological child or not, or there's multiple children or not, or it's an inner child or not. I don't know. That's up to you. It could be whatever the situation is for you. But it feels like there's innocence. Innocence as in there's someone else besides yourself that has also been hurt on this road. You're so loving, you're so kind, you're so warm. And you have a lot of mercy that you have forgiven this person for the most atrocious, I can't talk, but the most atrocious, terrible, disgusting behavior possible. You have forgiven this person, okay? And it was very hard for you to do that, but you did that because you're an embodiment of love. But you've also been in the process of healing from this rejection, healing and overcoming the pain that you've subjected yourself to with this person by allowing yourself to have children with this person, or allowing yourself to dream of having a life and a marriage and children with this person. Whatever it is, you've hurt yourself deeply, and it's affected you on a very, very real level. Right now, you don't really know what's going on because this masculine is not answering your questions. 8 of Wands in reverse. this masculine is refusing to connect with you, okay? It's very odd because the card says now is the time for soulmates to connect. And the two fish to me is yin yang, and it definitely rings true with that soulmate vibration, okay? So I think that you guys can definitely connect spiritually for sure. But physically and, over the phone or something like that, I don't see that happening right now. And I see you having to move on frustrated. And I do feel, and this may or may not be true for a lot of you guys, but I feel some of you guys may pick up a pack of cigarettes. I don't know. It must be the time of year. It must be the season. It must be the holidays. It must be with whatever's going on. I don't think you're going to pick up a bad, ugly, long-term habit. But for a lot of you guys, you're not a smoker. But due to this situation, you might be picking up a pack of cigarettes just for the time being, looking up at the stars or sitting outside or just dealing with a moment of stress, thinking about the past. And the cigarettes, for some reason, are helping you heal your past life trauma or just deal with the stress in some way. I definitely recommend you not to pick up a bad habit and become dependent on it, because that would be terrible. But nothing's wrong with an occasional adult moment. I certainly don't put you down for having the occasional adult moment. I'm not going to come down on you like that. For those of you that are not a smoker, maybe you're thinking about it, or maybe your person is a smoker and possibly smoking while thinking about you, connecting with you. Maybe you guys are thinking about the past when you guys did smoke or something like that. I do feel there's like a social smoking scene also. With the whole friendship card, if you guys get around friends, you may pick one up. Or that's something that you guys used to do. But I do see the word now and then toxic. So right now, you're definitely, somebody's doing something with that. It could even be maybe a cigarette spell. And some of you guys may be working with that, or working with candle magic and hoodoo where you use tobacco. Tobacco to kind of, I don't know, communicate with this person, okay? Tobacco is a very spiritual herb to use for connecting to others and getting very in touch with a higher source, a higher spirit. And so that is something that a lot of people do use when working with magic. So that may be possible also for some of you. The one thing that concerns me here for the Divine Feminine is doubt. And I just feel like we have questions here and doubt here, not needing to know all the answers. And I just feel like you're lost, okay? And you don't know where you're going, honestly. You're leaving it up to God, and you're very upset that your person has moved on without you. And it looks like the person that has moved on from you has moved on with another feminine with children, or just moved on with another feminine that maybe already has a family. Okay? But yeah, your person has moved on, and you're trying to forgive and move on from that. And it's very painful because it is a soulmate connection. And all you want to do is scream from the rooftops that whoever they've moved on from you from is the wrong person. Let's see what Emil has to say. Divine Feminine, Emil, she who has questions, welcomes you. She wears an assortment of vivid colors and honors many tendrils. Each one is a possibility and a chance, an unexpected happening. Her gift is to see which ones will open next. Whose questions she welcomes because she loves giving answers that lead to more questions. So Emil loves rhetorical questions. So I feel like whenever you get an answer, you have more questions. She's scared, but she's also just curious. She's in a sacred circle of the oracle. Do not be dismayed if your search seems to lead you, Divine Feminine, to look for more questions. It is Emile's preferred way. She shows you that you have other paths. Wow. Other avenues that you can take that you may not even see yet. Be ready for the unexpected signpost pointing you toward a completely different way. Destiny can sometimes be tricky because you may be pulling for the wrong shore. Stop a moment in your seeking. Tap into your natural curiosity and question things. Even those people who have always seemed to have one way and only one way may have hidden depths. Your job is to re-examine what you thought truth was. Chances are good you will be given an opportunity to make some changes. Remember, the circle can become a spiral. So rather than leading you back to your own beginning, it may take you up or it may take you down. Your skill at questioning will help you find your way. Divine Feminine, ask, what am I searching for? What is the meaning of destiny to me? In what ways has my journey been a spiral? So you may think you're going back to ground zero, but you're not. You're trying to ask yourself 1,000 things. One, if this is a soulmate, why am I not with my soulmate? If this is my destiny, why are we not together? I urge you guys to purchase my soulmate compatibility chart on the Cash App if you have deeper questions about your soulmate. If you're interested in that, go to Cash App, enter in your birth date, time of birth, and location, and email. And it's $125. I will do your person's chart and your chart. I'll need their information too. Send me their picture. I'll be happy to put your picture together. If it's 2 separate pictures, that's fine. I can Photoshop them together, put your ruling planet, and see your destiny. See what is your destiny with this person. But what this reading is trying to tell you is that there's a lot more to what's going on between you and your soulmate than meets the eye. And right now, you don't understand why you got with this person, why Spirit brought him or her to you. You don't understand why the separation. All you really want is to come back together, and that's just not happening right now. And so there's frustration, and there's just, I don't know what else to do. There's a reason that you're going down this path of no answers. And it's because you're supposed to find more questions. You're supposed to keep going down the rabbit hole. There's more information you need to find out about soulmates. There's more information you need to find out about who you are and what your destiny is. There's more things on your path than you thought. And I know you thought you were ready and prepared for union, but it looks like that's a little bit further off in the distance than you had really hoped for. So this is creating the doubt. We're going to read that. Divine Feminine, it's possible for the human brain to comprehend the mysteries of the universe. It's impossible. Excuse me, clearly I can't talk. It's impossible for the human brain to comprehend the mysteries of the universe. You are only consciously aware of the 3 dimensions for a reason, and that is to learn to love without the full awareness of your conscious connection to Spirit. Everyone has his or her own personal path to awareness. And there is no right or wrong answer, as long as your goal is to manifest the energy of love and compassion. The wisdom of the divine trickles into the physical dimension, and some of it will resonate with your soul, and some of it will not. These are your signposts that guide you to your correct path. If the wisdom resonates with you and seems right, then keep it. If not, release it back to the universe. Always be aware and mindful of the insights that your spirit guides and teachers put on your path. So again, in your oracle cards, it comes together about the path and destiny. So you are headed on the right path. You are leaving troubled waters, very difficult, stressful, painful waters. All this hard times that you've been having. You are leaving this behind you, and you are moving on to the path of destiny. You're moving on to the path of healing. But there is a choice that must be made here, and I'm not sure what that choice is, but I can tell you what I feel as an interpreter here is you have to choose to let go or hang on. And some of you guys are at that point. You're in the midst of wanting to let go of this person and just move on completely. And some of you guys are wanting to hang on. Or you're at the crossroads to where you're choosing to hang on. And you're thinking, if I hang on a little longer, you know, what could come of this? Can this be healed? Can this be helped? Well, my answer is whatever path you choose, it is the right path. But make sure you ask a lot of questions first before you make this choice. So I will read that. It is the number 30. I feel very stuffed. I'm sorry. Very stuffy nose today. Sorry, I know that sounds terrible, but okay. So Divine Feminine, you're required to come to a decision now. They're not asking you. They're not saying if you want, you can make a choice. You have all the time in the world. You're running out of time. The answer is right now. You have to make a decision right now. You're required. And it says, you're faced with a dilemma or a fork in the road. And you must make a conscious choice regarding the next right action. Whatever that choice is, you must take responsibility for it. Yet you needn't be afraid. You may not have all the answers right now, because the way ahead can't be known until you've embarked and traveled a few more steps. Trust your intuition. Ask for a sign from Spirit, and you will be led on the right path. If you remain conscious and aware, your choice will be the right one at this time. Life is always about learning. Success lies in choosing consciously, guided by intuition and spirit. And you know that the Emperor is about responsibility. I think right now you have a lot more responsibilities to worry about. It looks like for the Divine Feminine, there is a financial concern, not having enough, needing to get a loan or needing to borrow money, needing to get help. Maybe waiting on that, government, if you're in the States, that government aid that's coming out, or maybe you're waiting on unemployment or something like that. But it looks like you have some financial matters that you have to attend to for sure. Some responsibilities that need your attention, need you to take some action on it. And it's time to get out of this relationship funk and start getting back in touch with reality, getting your life back on track. And for the Divine Feminine, honestly, that's what I see for you, getting your life back on track, healing from everything that happened. The Three of Wands in reverse really does talk about just not waiting, not expecting anything else. And I think that's where you're at. You have a lot of doubt. You do not expect this masculine to fix the situation. I think you've lost all faith and you've lost all hope with your divine masculine. You are giving up the fight. You are giving up whatever remedy you thought was possible. Just know you're done. You're kind of throwing in the towel at this point. And I think that if your masculine's been giving you a hard time, you're saying, well, I hope you are happy with the choice you made, because now you get to swim in it, because I'm not going to be an option. I'm not going to be on the back burner. I'm not going to be a possibility. I'm not going to be a choice. I'm not giving you that energy. I'm not even putting that into the universe. I'm taking away that option for you and saying that I'm taking myself off the table. I'm no longer on the table for you. I'm no longer an option. And that's kind of what I see the divine feminine doing, just pulling away, honestly. Having to stand up by yourself, having to be strong by yourself, having to fix all of your problems by yourself. And I see you standing up for yourself in many good ways. Not letting people take advantage of you anymore. Creating some healthy boundaries. Standing up for your friends and family in ways that you haven't been able to lately. Maybe taking on, ending those addictions that may have been troubling you. Just getting that handled. Getting your body back to healthy. Getting your life back on the ground. This is just dragging all your dreams back down to reality. And I think you're just putting yourself in check. Honestly, divine feminine is definitely putting themselves in check and telling yourself, enough fucking around. We've got to get back to life. If this person can't be a part of it, then sadly, painfully, what else can I do? I'm out of answers. I don't know where my life is leading me, but I'm here. And I've got to stop diddling around. I got to stop playing on the fence. I've got to give it up. I have to get on, with my life. And that's kind of what I see for the divine feminine, is getting on with your life. Sadly and very painfully. Let's get one more card here for your energy on that. Oh gosh, what card am I going to use? Trying to find the right cards here. Give me a second. Okay. It's my fairy tarot. How does divine feminine feel about this? Please show me how the divine feminine feels about moving on, making this choice to just move on without the masculine, depart sadly, hurtfully, but realistically. Show me the divine feminine's emotions in all of this. Show me the divine feminine's emotions. Princess of Winter. Here we go again with the questions, right? Inquisitive, truthful, realistic. That's the key word. Realistic. Undiplomatic. Okay? It says information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness. An indigo child or an adult. And that is how the divine feminine feels. The truth is hard to hear. It's hard to say. It's hard to take. It's hard to accept. You're still open to learning more about your connection, but right now, very painfully, you're just moving on. And that's really just the truth, the painful truth. And you are being realistic, and that is your feelings. There's nothing mushy, gushy, or unrealistic about this approach. It's completely real, and you are actually resonating in a very masculine energy. Do you notice that? Fire and air, very masculine. So the divine feminine is really taking out the emotions of the whole thing and just being very realistic. And that's where you're at. Would you say that resonates for a lot of you guys? Are you guys watching? Does that resonate for a lot of the feminines out there? Are you feeling like you're in this place right now where you're just taking a very realistic approach? Even though it's a very divine soulmate connection, you're just stepping away. Do you guys sense this Six of Swords? That you're just stepping away from this? Okay, so I do have a lot of yeses. A lot of you guys are in this energy. Okay, just being very real. Okay, now for those of you that are in a connection with your divine masculine, and you're not separated, you're literally living with them or something like that. It means that you're stepping down from your fantasies about what this relationship could have been, and you're just coming down to earth. You and your lover, your divine masculine, are going through a financial situation that needs all your focus. And so you guys are putting your heads to work. Love is not part of this right now, which is love and romance. It's really not here. You do want romance, but right now you're just putting your pedal to the metal, or whatever that says. And you guys are just moving on, and you're not on the same page. So if you're with someone, you're not quite in agreement with what your situation is financially and how you're going to fix it, but you're moving together forward anyways, and there is a little bit of bitterness. There's a little bit of frustration between the two of you. It looks like some of you guys may be taking some stressful smoke breaks, or, you know, just breaks from each other because you're doubting the relationship. You're doubting the affections of your divine masculine. So if you are living with your masculine, you may be doubting their love for you. You may be doubting their affections for you right now. And you're just putting affections and romance on the back burner, and you really don't want to deal with it right now. You'll deal with it later. Right now, you're making a choice to focus on life, okay? So those are for those of you that are in connection. But for those of you that are separated, you are just stepping away from them right now and letting them do whatever they have to do. You are very pissed off that you're the abandoned one, and they're choosing their friends or karmic relationships over you. And you feel very upset and a little bit even depressed that you were shunned and they were off with somebody else. You feel very hurt that after all you gave, which was a lot of sacrifices, after you showed up when nobody else was there, that at the end of the day, you got put on the back burner and other people got put first. You didn't expect that. You expected your person to be more responsible and more mature, but they weren't. So now just taking a step back. Okay, so overall, that's the energy. Making a decision, making a choice for self, and just making the right choice to move on. Let's go ahead and go into the divine masculine reading now. And we are at, I think we're at 58 minutes. Okay, so 58 minutes, we're moving into the DM energy. The first energy for the divine masculine is, wow, you guys are mirroring. Balance spirituality and practicality for the feminine. And then you have your dreams need a practical plan. Another full moon, but for the masculine, it's in Taurus. Do you guys see how you're mirroring already? What you're going through, feminine, your masculine is going through the same thing. Okay? Both of you are highly emotional with the full moon. For both of you, it's a full moon, which is just overwhelmed. Okay? Overwhelming in so many areas of life, but mostly thoughts and feelings. Both of you are getting your head out of the clouds, out of the dreams, and buckling down to being practical, balancing your spiritual, and emotional feelings into a very real reality. I love it. So your masculine's in the same energy. practical plan. His or her dreams need to be more practical. Your masculine has his or her head way up in the clouds, fantasizing about a bunch of, excuse me, but bullshit, and it needs to come back down to earth. They are not being realistic. Okay, let's get what else is going on for them. They have 4 swords in reverse. They have the 2 of cups in reverse. Whoops. They have the Page of Pentacles upright. They have the Queen of Swords upright. And they have the 9 of Swords. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Guys, they are not meditating. They are not having peace. They are also being very quiet, aloof. Whatever relationship they're in, whether it's with you, or let's go ahead and say that karmic for those third-party people, that relationship that they're in right now is not going well, or it's over, okay? There's a lot of truth to be known about children with the Page of Pentacles. The Divine Masculine is being forced to look at reality about his or her relationship with their children, taking on that responsibility. Also, there's a lot of messages that are being given to the Divine Masculine from a dark-haired little boy child, okay? Could be a girl. We have a dark-haired child that is trying to communicate and talk to the Divine Masculine, and the Divine Masculine is turning their back on the child and just not wanting to communicate, not wanting to respond, not wanting to talk about a child. Could be about a child or to a child. It could also be just a message. If there's no children involved, there's a Divine Masculine out there that is getting text messages, voicemails, or letters, and the Divine Masculine is not responding to them, okay? So this DM has turned his or her back on family, on relationships, and on communication. We have somebody here that is very isolated. With the 9 of Swords upright, this Divine Masculine is stuck in a world of stress, anxiety, headaches, pressure, turmoil, ulcers, sleepless nights. This person should be very, very, very concerned about their physical health right now, because the amount of stress that they're putting on themselves is not healthy. Okay, that's just one way to look at it right now. Let's get some more information. How are they feeling right now? Estefania, she who surrenders. We have chains, bondage, and release. Your Divine Masculine is surrendering something right now. I have a good feeling to say it's a relationship because the 2 of Cups is in reverse, but they're definitely surrendering something, okay? They are in the energy, if you guys can read that, releasing karmic chains, karmic bonds, restrictions. They're definitely untying themselves from something. So we have somebody who's very sad about a disconnection. It could also be that this is the disconnection that they had with you, okay? If you guys had a separation in the past, true love, divine soulmate, 2 of Cups, and if you guys had a little dark-haired boy child or a child or just a new beginning in general, a new relationship, okay? It means that this person has turned their back on your love, on the relationship, and it looks like this new beginning that you guys had a chance at, okay? And now they're very sad. They're very much in turmoil. They stay up late at night thinking about the ending of your relationship. They stay up late at night thinking about the separation from the child or just the communication from you. They stay up thinking about the lack of communication, and they are very stressed and very pained. Even this girl in this picture is very sad, thinking about the past and what she's released. So I do feel we have somebody here, very Five of Cups kind of energy, remorseful and regretful about the past. There's a lot of pain and there's a lot of sadness. I also do feel a strong Italian pull here. Also possibly a Native American or African American pull in these cards. Maybe it's mostly because these cards seem very Italian to me. I don't know. But that is a message that is coming out. Definitely a lot of dark hair energy here. Maybe your person's just got dark hair. I don't know. But that's definitely prominent here. If there's a woman involved in the masculine energy, she would have lighter hair and she would live near water. So lighter hair near water if that feminine is in a masculine vibration. But if this masculine is in a male vibration, we do have some kind of a dark hair, Italian, Native American, or African heritage, if that makes sense. But this person is very much thinking about it. I also feel like somebody here likes opera. And I don't think it's very well known, and I don't think it's popular. Maybe this is a secret. But I do feel someone here in the masculine energy does like opera. Very odd, very weird that that comes out, but they think about that in some aspect. And it's not a well-known thing. It's just something they do on their own time. This person is also very melancholy. So they like books like Edgar Allan Poe, or they like, music like, just piano music. I don't know. They just like very solemn, melancholy music. And when this person gets angry, I would say they have some very rough, wild, kind of violent, upbeat music while working or working out. And that's just to take out some of the rage. But mostly they have a very soft, emotional, deep soul. And I know I don't see the cards here, but what I'm feeling all over this reading is a lot of Scorpio vibration. Just this very deep lull. Just a very deep, lulling connection between you guys. So is this person crying over the loss of this relationship and the turmoil and the stress? I think the answer is definitely yes. This person is crying. This person does have a lot of those sadness. Somebody here may also have a smart watch or recently purchased a smart watch. That's kind of here. I don't know what that is for. Maybe it's for monitoring your health. Maybe it's just for getting calls. Maybe it's for being cool. I don't know. But that may be a thing for somebody. Let's go ahead and get some more cards for the masculine. We have strategy. And we have path to destiny. Okay. The other card we have for the masculine is abundance. I am a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So your person is trying to be down to earth, very focused about work, very focused about money. Your person is trying to get a new job opportunity. They definitely want to go somewhere where there's better pay. Wherever they're going, it may be a moonlighting job, it may be a second job, it may be just a new job altogether, but your person is definitely strategizing a better, more well-paying career, okay? Whatever that is for them. And this may take them away from a certain relationship or even you, okay? But somebody's very much money-minded and trying to be practical, trying to take care of themselves because nobody else is there to do it. They're on their own. With the Queen of Swords, the Divine Masculine also resonates in a very strong air energy, okay? So we're talking Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Just to put that out there, all right? So they're resonating heavily in the air for the masculine vibration. Let's get the other cards that came out for them. We have It's Not What You Think. So whatever you're assuming is happening in their life, you may very well be wrong. So this may be why you have a lot of questions, okay? You may have a lot of questions, femmes, about what the hell is going on in your masculine's life. And to tell you the truth, what they're busy doing is stressing and staying up all night, feeling like crap, working very hard on getting a better paying career. They're trying to be very practical, and that's what's really going on with them. Love has taken the back burner, and with the Four of Swords in reverse, they are not at peace. They are not mentally stable. We have someone that is erratic, insecure, highly stressed, and under a great deal of pressure. We have somebody here that suffers from frequent headaches, dehydration, and lack of sleep. That's what we have going on here with this person. So it's not what you think about the abundance piece. The other card we got for them is just done. Okay, so I think they're giving up on all relationships, yours and any karmic relationship. Okay, they are just done. I don't think they're interested. Okay, I don't know. It just seems to me like they're very sad about a breakup. It hurts them. And they would much rather focus on something else. Maybe, you know, a better job, maybe writing a book, picking up a project, anything but thinking about this right now is better. And so they may be picking up on a class. They have a plan though, and it's taking them to destiny. Money is headed towards the masculine's direction. They are going to be more abundant. They're trying to definitely call in more money. So whatever this is, they're hoping that maybe if they write a book, they'll sell 1 million copies. Get $1 million. I don't know. You know, if it's investing in real estate, well, there you go. They're going to have security, stability. If it's investing with a partner or a friend at another job, then that's going to give them security in the future. They're thinking about their future. They're strategizing, and they're trying to just stabilize themselves. This is what's going to lead them to their path of destiny. So let's see what's going on. Let's get one more card. Show me what is being shown to the Divine Masculine. Show me the Divine Masculine energy. Wow. Okay, this is cool. We have come together. The number 8, which is like a lover's card energy. But I see the 2 and then the 2 choices. That's cute how that comes together. Bottom of the deck, though, caught my eye. And it's into the unknown. And I was just watching that movie today with the kids, Frozen 2. And Elsa sings that song, you know, Into the Unknown. And it's like, into the unknown. Like, I can't sing it, okay? But you should probably Google it, Into the Unknown. It's a Disney song. It's from Elsa. And I think that song would really mark the Divine Masculine's journey. Because there's just a lot going on in the masculine's life right now. On that journey with Elsa, she did not know who her mom was, really, truly. She heard a siren, a voice in the woods. She didn't know who it was. She was just following her path to destiny. She was being guided by this energy. She had no idea where she was headed. And I think that's the same thing with the Divine Masculine. He's being sirened. He's being called into the path of destiny. He has no clue where he's going. He's just trusting his instincts, hoping that whatever happens, happens for a good reason. But wherever the masculine is being driven, it is taking him to a soulmate, to a life partner. You guys may have a synchronistic energy where you guys love giraffes, or there's something about giraffes or the zoo or something like that. Leo energy here with the number 8. This may also be binding you guys together. Maybe somebody has a Venus in Leo. A crown in the heart. Maybe crowns may be a symbol for you guys. Okay? But you guys are definitely being brought together here. Okay? And it's definitely into the unknown. So Let's go ahead and see what the Divine Masculine would want to say about all of this. The first card from the masculine is, I am just tired, I'm exhausted, I'm overwhelmed, I'm having some sleepless nights. I definitely have done some overgiving. I haven't had healthy boundaries. So that's one thing the masculine wants to say. The other thing here is, expect delays. This is divine time, not your time. So have patience. There's still time. Okay? So again, it's this delay, and that's kind of what the feminine's feeling like. I have to walk away right now because the masculine's head is just not in the game. And why is that? Well, look at the cards. Masculine is not thinking about your soulmate connection. He is thinking about abundance. Yes, he's suffering and sad and releasing a lot of this past, but he's very much more focused on his abundance and responsibilities. This is going to guide him to you, the divine feminine. But this is the path he has to take. The path you have to take is very similar. And it's releasing the attachments that you've had emotionally and just moving on and being more realistic and doing it now. Learning more about yourself than them. So I do think that the feminine is going to spend some time on herself. You know, learning about your astrology chart, learning about what you like, taking a class for you, working out for you, doing sweet, nice, good things for you. And that's good. That's a part of your path. This is why you're being forced to release him or her, because right now they're putting you on the back burner and any other karmic relationship on the back burner because they're getting their shit together. So you are feeling a disconnection because they are pulling away emotionally from the relationship to get more aligned with their spiritual path. So this is a time to expect delays. The next card here is a fire energy. The masculine is still very much turned on sexually by you, feminine. They still love you. There's still a lot of passion, and they would love to take some action towards you, and they love to take on a good challenge, okay? So the masculine is still very emotionally driven by you sexually, and they still have a lot of passion in regards to you. So there's still a lot of that beautiful fire energy and fire connection that they didn't let go, they didn't lose, and they don't want you to lose it either. Your divine masculine says, feminine, I need more time. I just need more time. No wonder you need to expect delays. A lot of you guys are frustrated because you've already been waiting. Like, you've been waiting so long that now you're like, I gotta go. I can't wait anymore. 6 of Swords, I'm moving on. Good. That's why you got the message. If you find yourself tired of waiting and you're finally moving on, then you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You shouldn't have been waiting in the first place. 3 of Wands in reverse. Stop waiting on them. The most important thing on this twin flame journey is to not idly sit back and wait for your person to show up. What does that mean? It means don't stop dating. Don't stop being with friends. Don't stop going on vacations. Don't stop doing the things that you love. Don't stop growing. A lot of twin flames and divine soulmates put themselves on hold and they stop. They want to wait. They've ran so far ahead in the relationship spiritually, they realize their partner's not with them. And so they stop and they look backwards and they want to wait. And they end up putting their life on hold, waiting for this person to catch up. And then they stumble. Whenever you're moving forward and you look back, what are you going to do? You're going to fall and you're going to stumble because you shouldn't be looking backwards. And that's what happens to a lot of divine femmes. They stop and they fumble and they look back. They get lost on their path. They get lost in sadness, depression, dark night of the soul, desperation, emptiness, and just a lot of sad, very heavy, painful energy. And they can get stuck there and lost there for a while. And it's not what's needed. So anyways, if you finally feel yourself getting out of the dark night of the soul, and you finally feel like you can move on and stop waiting on your masculine, then you're doing the right thing. And masculine, if you feel like finally you've got your head on straight, you're leaving a karmic relationship, you're putting your relationships behind you, you're ready to take on 2021 with fresh new eyes, a new outlook on life. You've been definitely through a lot of pain with the Queen of Swords. You're dealing with your demons. You're working on your fears. You're healing your past. And you're surrendering all of the pain and the past that has prevented you from change. Then you're on the right path. You're finally strategizing by putting down relationships and moving forward with you on your true path. And that's where you're supposed to be. So I think both of you are in a really good energy right now, honestly. You may not think you guys are ever going to come together again after this situation, but you're wrong. You guys are actually being led towards a very beautiful reuniting once you guys kind of collectively get your stuff together. And that's just the energy, honestly. I guess just a very simple reading today for the masculine and the feminine is you guys just getting your stuff together for yourself, okay, first. And that's what's happening. That's what's going on. So let's go ahead and read some of these oracles. We'll start with the Moonology. Do you guys kind of feel that's where you're at, masculines? I know I don't normally have a lot of masculines watching me, but if you are a masculine and you're watching me, do you kind of feel like that's where you're at, where you're putting relationships behind you and just moving forward towards self-empowerment and self-abundance? Is that kind of where you feel you're at, just getting a real realistic approach to your life, just trying to be better, getting your feet back on the ground, very solid? Okay, good. That's awesome. Okay, great. I get some yeses there. That's really good. Didn't know I had that many masculines watching me. That's awesome. So, Divine Masculine, your dreams need a practical plan. Sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical. And sometimes you need to find a combination of these crazy too. This card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the law of attraction to draw in what you want by imagining it, expecting it, welcoming it, and calling it in. But masculine, you need to balance that with taking down to earth steps towards your goals. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something happen, starting with like a list of bullet points about how you're going to achieve your dreams or your stability. If you're asking about money, this card heralds a change of financial fortune for you, depending on both of your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. The Attuned to the Moon message is write down 10 things that you know are wonderful about you. Additional meanings for this card is laziness could explain your current situation. If so, own it and change it. Also, chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream. Also, jealousy or envy, even unforgiveness and holding a grudge can create negative energy, and that could attract more negativity and negative experiences in your life. The other message for you masculine is more exercise is called for. The teaching of this card is, in Taurus, it's time to get back to earth, to get grounded, to work through any negative feelings you've been dealing with, and to find balance between being passionate and being overly intense. Money issues may come to a head at the time of this full moon in Taurus, but you can take this card as a sign to pay more attention to your cash flow no matter when you draw it. Okay? So definitely paying more attention to your cash flow, especially with that abundance card. But let's read Estefania. Let's talk about your feelings. She who surrenders. Divine Masculine, this is about chains, bondage, and release. Estefania, she who surrenders, rereads an old letter from someone who hurt her long ago. Clutching the response to her breast, she allows herself to be overcome by the agony yet again. Her borrower has become her prison. I'm sorry, her bower, not borrower. Her bower has become her prison. Iron shackles bind her in this spot. Wrapped around her is a black cable that weighs her down. What she hasn't realized yet is that the chains are of her own making. By holding on to regret, masculine, anger, or fear, or a grudge, she has forged heavy chains tying her to her past. No one can release her or save her but herself. And save herself is what she must do. To do that, she must let go of the past and anyone in that past. Make amends and mend bridges with those she must, and burn down the ones that she mustn't. The lesson of this card is that when we surrender to the losses of the past, we strangle ourselves with sorrow. It reminds us that when we let the ropes of our past hurts turn into anchors, they only hold us back. Your task is to carefully review things from your past. If they cause you pain, you must let them go and heal them. It's like a paper cut that is not going to heal because you keep touching it. Put the past in the past where it belongs. Breaking the chain of misery is not easy, but you've been given the chance to start anew. Please, masculine, don't let misery detain you from this new amazing life. Ask yourself, am I surrendering to old pain or am I releasing it? Ask yourself, if I could write a letter to one person who hurt me, what would I say? And ask yourself, which chain link can I break today? So masculine, you have a very deep past here with this 9 of Swords. You know, it could be your own children. It could be your childhood. Okay, you might have had a very difficult, strict upbringing. It seems like there wasn't a lot of love at home growing up. Hugs and kisses and affection was not a thing in your home. It just got very insensitive. So you have a hard time connecting with someone intimately and dealing with your feelings. Maybe your dad always said, toughen up, chief. Put your chin up. Maybe your mom always said, act like a man. Be stronger. You have to be stronger than this. You have to be the man of the house, or you need to toughen up. Or if you're a girl, it was always stop crying. Do something about it. Or maybe when you were crying, nobody really coddled you. Nobody really paid attention to your sadness. So you've done a very good job of bottling it inside with the 9 of Swords. So there's just a lot of bottling up of your emotions right now. I feel like your favorite color to wear is black. You're very solemn. You're very melancholy. You're very, you know, just a matter-of-fact kind of person. You have dreams you've never really acted on, especially in career. There are things you've dreamed about being and doing, and for some reason you've always got stuck doing a normal day-to-day job, and you didn't get to fulfill those dreams. It was always being pushed to just pay the bills and be responsible and not really act on those wishes and dreams in your heart. Maybe you had a lack of support from parental figures or friends and family. But it looks like you're focusing very, very much right now on your dreams and making them a reality. And I think when you actually put your head to that and you say, this is really what I want to do with the rest of my life, and I'm going to take myself away from love and relationships, and I'm going to put myself into this dream, then I think it's going to happen. It's your destiny. Keep making those plans, because this is going to lead you to abundance. And in regards to relationships, you have turned your back on a divine feminine possibly, or maybe she turned her back on you. It just kind of depends on how you see the scenario. But someone's, turned their back on a lover, on a relationship, possibly an air sign. There's an air sign, could be two mutual air signs, but there's an air sign that someone turned their back to them, okay? And there was a lot of pain, and this person was just speaking the truth, just being real, just being honest, just being direct. And sometimes the truth is hard to take, just like this Princess of Winter. It's hard to hear, hard to take. And somebody turned their back on the truth, and there was a past family, feels like, a young family, or a second chance at having a family. Could have just been a second chance at having a family, and someone just turned it down flat for whatever reason. And you've just been left in the ashes of what could have been, what should have been, okay? And what would have been, And I think you're just looking back. And it feels like spilled milk. It feels like too much water under the bridge. It feels like it's just been such a painful, long, hard separation. Just a very long, hard, painful memory. And it's so hard. It is. It's so hard for you to just forgive and let that go and not carry it with you anymore. You've been carrying these chains that are very heavy throughout your life for a very long time. And right now it looks like you're just trying to put those down. And that's your focus. You need to put them down for you, right? It's not for them. It's not for the other people that might have been hurt, because there was other people hurt, but it's about you. It's about realizing I can't change the past. I can't fix it, and I can't make it better. But I can fix whatever I can today. Sometimes that's just getting out of bed, getting a cup of coffee, and getting some sunshine. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Sometimes it's getting up, putting on those work boots, and going to work and focusing. Sometimes it's getting out there and applying at different places. Sometimes it's just tackling the laundry, tackling the house, and feeling good. Sometimes it's putting away old painful memories and just making peace with it. I do know some masculines that have been hanging on to a divorce for like 10 years. Like, it feels like it. Maybe it's less, but some people just can't let it go. Can't let it go. And they have such a hard time being happy with work, with love, because they've got to release it. And maybe that's kind of your energy. Just maybe you didn't even realize that there was some pain that you've still been carrying, and it's just finally letting that go. So anyways, I think you're going to be fine. You are going to be coming together with this soulmate, which is part of your destiny, and I'll read that too in a minute. But first, let's go ahead and read abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire into the physical reality. Divine Masculine, always remember that you are God, and God is all about creation. God says yes, and the ego says no. So if you have a dream, and it's freaking possible, owning your own restaurant, having your own business, traveling for work, being a writer, being an artist, whatever it is for you, God says yes. The only one saying no to your abundant dream is your ego. You may have a lack of self-esteem or a lack of belief in yourself. In order to have abundance in all areas of your life, love, work, family, and friendships, you must create the space of receiving and know that you are deserving of anything your little sweetheart desires. The more you can release limited thinking and worry, the more you're open to receiving the infinite flow of love from the universe. Divine Masculine, allow yourself to have fun when manifesting. It's not stressful, hard work. Who's the Virgo here? And enjoy the process. By gosh, by embracing a positive mindset, you are opening the door to unexpected abundance. But if you have a negative mindset or a lack of faith in yourself and in God, then how is that even possible? So by embracing this positive attitude, it is natural to have abundance in your life. And you must realize that any thoughts of limitedness may have come from either a past life or a life connection that you have chosen and you need to overcome. They could also originate from programming that you received from your parents, the way you grew up, or the value systems that you were taught when you were young. Now is the time to begin to live with the realization that you are worthy of having abundance in every aspect of life. When you are in the vibration of positivity and receiving, you can manifest actually whatever you want in this physical reality. So yeah, whatever you've been like negative Nelly Debbie Downer about, work, love, maybe all of the above, it's time to change that mindset, battle those demons in your mind. It's a trap only if you make it one. These are bad words that you tell yourself, not that other people are telling you. These are guilts, these are pains, these are stresses, these are past things that you're letting creep into your mind. You have the power to push it away, but it is up to you. This fear, this being stuck, this being unworthy, this lack mentality, this desperation and anxiety and pressure is an illusion. You're not really trapped. You just think you either deserve to be or you choose to be. Whatever that is, it's a choice. And it's time for you to get out of that. And that's why you're putting these things away, which is just love and connection right now, because that's a distraction. Okay, these connections are just a distraction from where you really need to be right now. Okay, so yeah, I definitely see that you are certainly releasing any relationships, even karmic, even divine, doesn't matter. You're just releasing all of them so you can do what you have to do for your life. And that's really where you're headed. So now we're going to read Coming Together. Divine Masculine, love needs to be shared. Love needs to be expressed. Drawing this card, Coming Together, is a sign that you're on the path to discover the nature of this emotion and all of its forms of expression: romantic, familial, unconditional, and spiritual. In each instance, there is another being involved. Love involves a give and take between you and a significant other. Being involved. Love is beautiful. And relatives could even be this, or friends, even an animal or a spirit could be someone you're partnering up with. But this card assures you that love has come calling, masculine. Love has come calling. And it seeks a partner in its dance. Know that you are cherished, deeply loved, and like a magnet, you are attracting love back into your life. This is a time for harmonious, caring partnerships. I love it. So for a lot of you masculines, I do think, and I hate to be the like bringer of bad news, but I think you're connecting with an old friend, honestly. Could be a friend from high school, could be a brother, could be a sister, could be a friend from many, many years ago, could be somebody you had a falling out with. I definitely feel the energy of mending bridges. So I think this coming together is a healing of the bond. You have a bond with someone and you're going to heal it. Okay? Let's go ahead and get your feelings on that. See where Spirit's guiding you. Where is Spirit guiding the Divine Masculine? Show me Divine Masculine's feeling on this coming together and what's upcoming. We have 6 of Autumn. Could be a Virgo energy. The good you do comes back to you. An unexpected inflow of money. Borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. I like that. Borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. Masculine, there's going to be a friend that's going to help you start a business, or a friend that's going to help you mend some kind of a broken bond and get your life back on track. Or there could be a lover that is going to come into your life and help you in an unexpected way get back on your feet. But mostly I feel it's friendship. To be honest, I feel it's a friendship, but that's just me. But there's a beautiful, wonderful connection that's going to help you balance things out. But the biggest message I see for you is the good you do comes back to you. So that's karma. What goes around comes around. So I think if you send good vibrations of love and light, you're going to get it back. If you send a message back to someone, you're going to get a response. You may also be giving somebody a response to a message that hasn't been responded to yet. So there's going to be this very healthy correspondence that's going to be happening in the future for the masculine. And overall, that is the whole message for you guys. Masculine, I just see that you're doing the right thing. You're taking care of yourself, and that's what's important. The Divine Feminine has 1,000 questions. She doesn't know what's going on. She's trying to be realistic and let you go. She's trying to just move on because she's very hurt. She thinks that you are really tied to this karmic and really into that. And she's just upset because she knows that it's fake. But it's not what she thinks. Because on the other hand, masculine, you've turned your back on karmic relationships. So I don't know, obviously, she doesn't know that yet. She will in the future. But she's going through some stress right now and some doubt because she hasn't heard from you. You're not wanting to communicate because you're going through this staying up all night, going through stress, just worried and, you know, just maybe just trying to be isolated, kind of pushing away love. And it's not that you don't want to communicate with her. It's that you just don't want to deal with this right now. You're working on yourself, and that's okay. So what I see, all in all, this will all work out. It will work itself out. Okay? The clock is chiming. It's time for me to go, but we're going to get one last oracle for what your guys' future may hold with the Magical Herb Oracle. What does your guys' future hold together? Show me the future. What does it hold for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine? What does it hold? Wow, we have abundance again. Bottom of the deck is clarity. You guys are going to definitely get a clear picture of what's going on. But we have abundance again and desire. Genie in a bottle. We have a cornucopia here. This is calling in the desires of your heart. Overall, masculine and feminine, you guys are both calling in financial security, happiness in the career sector. Feminine, you're balancing out your life. You're getting practical. You're getting your head out of the clouds and you're taking care of the details, taking care of responsibilities. You're very sad about having to leave behind love right now, but you're doing it for the better. And that's going to bring you abundance. That's going to bring you your wishes that are going to come true. Watch. The more you get focused, the more you start coming in. Putting in that hard work is worth it. You get what you give. Masculine, same for you. You're seeking out your desires in abundance. You guys are both taking care of business. We'll read abundance first. There is an indication of an increase in resources and money for you guys. Situations should be turning into a positive outcome and staying that way. If you guys are looking for an answer, the answer is yes. Mending bridges, yes. Reconnecting, yes. Getting back on track with your lives, yes. Getting back in the flow of true soulmate companionship and love and connection, yes. Those are all things that are happening for you guys. In addition to your family or your circle of friends, or even a new facet of life could be coming along shortly. Luck is also on both of the soulmate sides in the moment. Make very sure you share any good fortune that comes your way. And be careful, both of you, about overindulgence, obsession, and pipe dreaming, because that would be a waste. So be very realistic in your approaches. And then we're going to look at desire. Personally, I think that's sexual. I think both of you are going to be having sexual dreams about your soulmate. You guys are going to be kissing. You might be making love. You might be feeling each other in these dreams. And this is a very deep connection that you're both going to be making during this time. Very spiritual, physical kind of feeling, okay? Anyways, the pursuit of what you both long for and the achievement of its obtainment is all indicated. Something for you that you long for is in the spotlight, and you are having a greater, stronger ripple effect, more so than usual. Is that a good thing? Perhaps, but be careful that your desires do not cloud your focus or your true purpose. Ambitions, passions, and goals are all in a state of progression, as there are calculated risks. A very important concern will come up in your guys' lives shortly, and it will need your full commitment and attention. Relationships become more physical and passionate at this time. What I feel about what is needing your attention is financial, taxes, owning a home, getting paperwork done, going to court, changing your names, getting court documents filed, getting whatever needs to be finalized done with career and work, getting licenses, getting things shipped out, getting things received, taking care of a lease, things like that, buying property, purchasing something for work, just getting buckled down for school for the little ones, whatever. Like, there's things coming up that are going to require both of your attention, and both of you are getting away from intimacy and love in the moment physically, because that's where you guys are needed. And so that's kind of where you guys are headed over the next couple months. But before you know it, all of these things will make sense and it will be clear. We have clarity down here, number 9 at the bottom. So if you don't have all the answers now, don't worry. It will all make sense in a couple of months come spring, okay? Clarity says the bilberry. And this is a revelation, and a light is being cast upon the soulmate situation. And it's going to enable a deeper understanding for both of you. And perhaps something that you guys have been waiting for will be uncovered. You may need to work with greater accuracy and be more mindful of smaller details at the moment, though. Protection of what you are sharing is also indicated. So don't show all your hands just yet. Keep a little back for a while. And keep your eyes wide open right now, because you just might miss a very small but very important detail. All right. So all in all, congratulations, guys. I think this is a beautiful reading. Don't be disappointed if love isn't rushing in right now. As you guys see, you have a lot more to focus on, a lot more things. But is there still love between you guys? Definitely. There's just a need to focus on something else right now. It's okay to not wait, feminines. Stop waiting on them. Just do you. Masculine, it's okay to forgive yourself and feel a little bit lighter. Don't carry your burdens with you anymore. That's garbage. It's trash. Take it out. Take out the trash. It's okay to move on. So just breathe, guys. Take in this reading today and just woosah. Remember, this love is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming, right? Take every day by day. Drink your tea. Relax. Don't overthink things. Stop looking backwards because you're going to trip and fall. Focus on the present moment. That's all you should worry about. As long as you're getting through today healthy and happy, that's what's important. We don't know how long we're going to be here. So you should live every single day with the utmost of love and affection and caring and focus as possible. This could be your last. You never know. So, and if it's not your last, it could be someone else's around you. So pay attention to the people that are immediately in your lives. Give them your attention and love. But always look in the mirror and give love to yourself. Focus on you, because you're the one soul and person that will be with you for all eternity. No matter what you go through, ups and downs, it's you. So take very good care of yourself, love yourself, nourish yourself, and get yourself back on track. It seems like you guys have been distracted with a lot going on in our world and in your own world. And that is what needs to be dealt with, is just getting back on track. So anyways, that's going to be the title of your reading, Soulmates, Getting Back on Track. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you enjoyed this reading, if you're looking for a soulmate compatibility chart, these are the last 2 days of it. It's 125. I'll do your chart, your lover's chart, and a picture of both of you and your ruling planet, give you a gift of that. That's going to be a very special gift for you to let you know who your soulmate is and what your compatibility is with them and what it will be if you already met that person. So we're going to take a look at that. If you're interested, you go to Cash App, hashtag, or not, it's not a hashtag, it's a Cash App symbol. It's the money symbol. Let that shit go 1111. And it's on the Cash App, and you can purchase that with your note and go ahead and get that ordered for yourself. It comes in a PDF on an email, okay? And those are going to be sent out by this weekend. So you should be expecting that soon. Make sure you have your email in there, because that's something that I definitely need. It's very important. And anything else you want to purchase, you can always go to jks1111.com. I've got a store there and all kinds of other stuff. Readings are closed at this time. Emergencies are usually always open. I think next week is going to be available. I'm still catching up on a few emergencies this week. And the last announcement is, if you are still wanting to catch up and get into the tarot class that I'm going to be hosting, you're going to want to do that through the Cash App also. You can go into my jks1111.com, sign yourself up for the class, and then pay on Cash App, okay? And you can sign yourself up. That is January 1st. It is 7 classes, about an hour to 2 hours long. It's live. You'll have a private link, and we're going to learn the whole journey of tarot, how to read tarot, what the tarot cards mean, major, minor arcanas, how to read them. And you're going to learn how to do readings on yourself and your family and others, and it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys can even do readings for each other on the live and just get some instant confirmations to see if what you're reading is coming out correct. We're going to talk about intuition and psychic abilities and how you can interpret those feelings and thoughts into your reading to get the proper readings done and accurate predictions and accurate readings. You can talk about that. The timing of cards, how that works, the elements, the energies, the signs, the symbols, the planets, everything you need to know about the cards. I'm going to be teaching that. And you can go to JKS1111 if you want to get on that. After January 1st, you probably will not be able to get a class with me for another year. So if you want to do that, now's the time. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed and beautiful, wonderful day. Thank you, moderators, for watching and helping. I see you guys. Let me see. There's your comments. I love you so much. Lots of hugs and kisses. I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm feeling drained again. But I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye, guys.